Hello, my name is Anthony. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to this. The person who has asked you to hear this message has thought a lot of you. And I asked them to go out and seek people who are sharp, people who are wanting more from life, and to make a bigger difference. To listen to this and see if there's a way that we can collaborate together on this mission that we're on. I've been in business for over 20 years, and I know that in evaluating any business, there's things that you need to take a look at. And in my experience, those are 5 things. You need to take a look at, firstly, the product. Secondly, you need to look at the company. You need to look at the compensation structure. So how do you get paid, and is it worth your time if you got involved? Fourth, you need to look at the support and systems in place. And then fifth is you need to look at the timing. So I've done my homework on what I'm about to share with you. And as I share it, if it strikes a chord, then I look forward to having a conversation with you. If it doesn't, that's okay as well. I appreciate you taking a few minutes of your time. So the first thing to talk about is the product. Our company has this incredible line of products. And when I evaluate products, I ask a few questions. Number one, is there even a need for these products? So right now across the globe, we have an energy and a health crisis. People are living at a fraction of their potential, I'm sure you'd agree, because they don't have the energy to be the best version of themselves. So diseases like cancer, heart disease, diabetes, osteoporosis, obesity at an all-time high and continuing to climb in the wrong direction. So as a society, we're digging our graves with our teeth. We're overfed and we're undernourished because we aren't getting the nutrients that our body needs to fuel itself and actually thrive. So we've all been told to eat our veggies by our grandparents, by doctors, by science. And in fact, 70% of chronic disease comes from not getting enough plant-based foods. So according to the World Health Organization, the human body needs 7 to 13 serves of fruit and veg and berries every day. Yet less than 3% of adults and less than 1% of children do. So 2, do the products meet that need? Juice Plus is the next best thing to fresh fruit, veg and berries. It's 33 varieties from across the colors of the rainbow, grown in the most nutrient-dense soils. It's vine ripened, turned into a smoothie, and then dehydrated at a really low temperature to maintain those enzymes. It's placed into a vegan capsule with no nasties. So it's the most thoroughly researched nutraceutical of its kind on the planet, with almost 40 peer-reviewed published medical studies. There's also child's chewable form, there's whole food plant-based, non-GMO, gluten-free, dairy-free smoothie mixes, as well as plant-based omegas. So if you're not yet part of our preview group, ask to join to see literally the thousands upon thousands of stories of what these products are doing to transform people's lives. The third thing is, are they priced to sell? Are they even competitive in the marketplace? So I challenge you to go order a juice or a smoothie with 33 organic ingredients for you and your child and see how much it costs. All our products are less than a cup of coffee, an incredible value to flood the entire family's bodies with high octane nutrition, without the mess and also without the fuss or the expense. And then the fourth thing is, are they priced to profit? Is there enough profit in the product for the company to win, as well as us as the distributor of that company to win? So in a traditional distribution for a product, say like Coke, you might buy for $2 in the shop. The cost to make the Coke, so the actual contents as well as the can, is about 8 cents. So the majority of the expense is in that middleman of distribution and marketing. In our model of business, those profits are going to us for our efforts of word of mouth and social media marketing. So there are great margins to be made while keeping the cost of such a high quality product down in this model. The next thing I took a look at was the company, because in my experience, it doesn't matter how good the products are or how big of a need there is if the leaders of the company are not competent to grow that company long term. We've all seen great ideas messed up by bad leadership. So when we look at the history and leadership of this company and their track record, the company's been around for 48 years, 25 as Juice Plus. They're privately owned. They're still the original founders. Debt-free, now in 30 countries and growing, stable double-digit growth year after year, and done over $11 billion in sales globally. So I became super confident in the product and also in the company. The third thing I took a look at was the compensation plan. Now, I can't give you the full details of the compensation plan in this short call, but here's what I'd tell you. I looked at three things. Firstly, could a brand new person get involved for low cost, be cash flow positive in their first month, and have small levels of financial success quickly? That was important to me because I felt like if that happened, people could get momentum, they could start winning early. And that is indeed what the case was. People could get started for as little as $50 to $172.50, depending on where they are in the world. Then if they'd like to earn an extra $500 to $1,000 per month, they'd need to be able to do just a couple of things. Firstly, don't change, okay? Continue recommending and promoting things just like you always have. Your favorite restaurants, online shops, favorite things to do on weekends. You keep recommending and promoting the things that you like, as we all do. Secondly, all they needed to do was use a portion of the time that you already spend on social media each day to follow an automated system. Help about 20 people who want to wake up with more energy, get more fruit and veggies into their kids, to be a part of our online program. We show you exactly what to do, what to say, to find the people who want to be helped. Then in those middle stages, there needed to be a way that people putting in part-time hours could, and in fact were earning a few $1,000s per month as a kind of side hustle with a reasonable amount of effort. To do that on top of the success they'd already achieved, they were taught how to create a following through social media training, specific training that attracts and teaches other people that are like them. People who like to create more health in their life as well as more wealth. Then the third thing I looked at was the compensation plan. Was for someone who was a real entrepreneur, devoted themselves to the growth of an organization, could they make big bucks, life-changing money? And I found out to create what we call a legacy income, where you could continue to be paid 6 and 7 figure multiple incomes. The next step was to find 5 good people who feel the same way about you as this business, who would also want to earn a good full-time income. Now, they didn't need to find all 5 people right away. In fact, it was usually people they didn't even know when they started. But sometime in their lifetime, find 5 people who felt like they do. Between them and everybody that they talk to in their organization, that domino effect of following this automated system had created significant ongoing income to heal not just the sick bodies, but also the sick wallets of the world. So it wasn't just one of these groups that was going to win. It was all 3 groups that were going to win with this innovative structure. Next thing I looked at was the support and the systems, and I was blown away. Because if you're like me, you don't have unlimited time. So a support structure and system that largely automates the process of this business is really imperative. So what if the drop shipping of the products, the tracking, the accounting, the regulatory, government issues, they were all taken care of? There were proven systems, online resources, tools, coaching, conferences, and literally a business mentor that's going to guide you through every step of the way to leverage your time. And then the last thing I looked at was timing, being in the right place at the right time. So today there are 3 driving market forces. It's becoming harder and harder to make ends meet for single income families. Mums are putting their babies into daycare early. They're missing magic moments. It's creating stress. Family units are breaking down. Divorce rates are going through the roof, all-time high, and the number one cause is cited as financial stress. Alternately, 44% of people are doing some kind of side hustle on top of their job. Last year, 107 million people started an online home-based business that collectively did $182.6 billion in sale. That's more than double the music and film industry combined. The third driving force is social media. 2.2 billion active Facebook users, spending an average of 1 hour and 40 minutes every day. So the ability to connect and network globally for everyday people is possible for anyone with a phone and with Wi-Fi without having to have a multi-million-dollar marketing budget. So I don't know if you have a big dream, you're looking for an entrepreneurial venture or a side hustle, just so you can create more opportunities for you and your family. But here's what I know. The product, it fits the criteria. The company has stood the test of time. The compensation plan is lucrative at each level. The support structure is world class. And the timing of those 3 market forces is really like the perfect storm. So if you're like most people that after hearing this, they want to know more about how these products and business can energize their body, lift the brain fog, and literally gain a whole new level of vitality, then get with a person who thought enough of you to share this with you to see how you can collaborate to start creating a lifestyle instead of just making a living.
I want something